Hello, people who are not me. Welcome welcome back to Metroid Fusion. I'm Sire Goku. We're still going through Sector 3. Now that we can deal with the heat and stuff from getting the Varia suit, making some more progress here. After, preventing a freaking nuclear meltdown in the last video. But now we can actually get further in, as per usual. I keep saying the same thing over and over again. Now we can get further in. Now we can do this. Now we can do that. No. If we had power bombs, we could actually go through that wall. But we don't have power bombs yet. I want my power bombs. You see why I want them? You can do so much with them. Oh well. I'm trying to remember exactly what it is we're doing. Oh, right, we're done with this section. I'm gonna have to backtrack. So, enjoy watching me backtrack because, yeah, that's the thing you gotta do. It's a Metroid game. When do you not backtrack? Oh well. You got these jumper guys. I don't know enemy names, but they're wusses. Remember the box robot that we fought earlier destroyed that exit, and I screwed up here and fell, so now I gotta backtrack again. Thankfully it only takes about 5 seconds, but still, it's annoying. But yeah, because that guy blew up the freaking door, now we gotta go the long way. That's annoying. Oh well. Could be worse. Still can't get through that door. We need the wave beam to get through that, but we don't have the wave beam yet. Don't worry, we'll get the wave beam soon enough. Yeah, commentary. Okay, now we can get. Okay, yay, a new section. Now that we have the Varia suit, we can go through this section of Sector 3. Basically, just wait for the fire pillars to rise up and then just crawl through, or you could be like me and be stupid and take a hit. It's not like the lava takes that much health off. In fact, it's probably faster to just run through it and not actually use the conveyor belts. But, I want to save my HP. If you're wondering why I shoot the missiles, I'm just making sure that they're not, fake missiles, because sometimes that happens. Pretty sure you've seen that in an earlier part. Now comes the section that took me for freaking ever to figure out. You have to shine spark up this wall. You have to shine spark up through this ceiling here. And it took me like 15 minutes to figure this out. Oof. So I just cut ahead past all my massive failures because you have to shine spark and then wall jump, and you have just enough time to jump straight up and bam, you get an energy tank. That took me like freaking 12 minutes. So you're welcome for me cutting that out. Yeah, that was ridiculous. It's not that hard to do the shine spark in this game. I don't know why it took me like 12 minutes, and at this point I'm just like, ugh. I had to take a breather from that because that was painful. That should not have taken as long as it did. Yeah, I think at this point I took like a drink. I got like a drink of water or something. But anyway, there's me hitting the home button again. Blah. As you can see, I'm using save states. Oh, no, I do use save states. I basically just used it at the end of a recording session. So that way I know exactly where it is I left off. I don't know why I kept hitting the home button though. It's not that close. So no, I am not using save states to backtrack or to reload things and redo recordings. I'm using save states to save where I was in recording so I don't have to worry about backtracking when I start a new recording session. However, we're pretty much done with Sector 3 now, so that's good. Most of my time spent in Sector 3 was trying to shine spark up to that freaking energy tank. Alright, so now that we've completed all that, Adam, what do you want from us now? The X mimicked a crew member. It all makes sense now. The X can absorb the memories and knowledge of their prey. What an astounding find, HQ was. But don't you find it strange? This could have been a dire situation with the X and it's not mentioned in the SAS. Unusual for self-preservation species like the X. Unless your presence is an even greater threat. A threat to the existence of X elsewhere. This is only hypothetical. This is only a hypothesis, and I skimmed through this real quick, I'm sorry. Perhaps their survival instinct is in conflict with their newly borrowed intelligence. Don't let your guard down yet. The X are still a threat. Samus, I see biosigns in something. So yeah, now we gotta go. So now we have to go back up to the main section of Sector 3. Or no, now we gotta go back to the main sector. And now the main elevator's back. So yes, we can finally go back to the beginning of the game again. We gotta go look for more survivors, because now that we know that the X can mimic humans, we gotta make sure that X are not mimicking the rest of the crew. Because that would be a bad thing. We don't want the entire spaceship being possessed by freaking space aliens. Otherwise we'd have to nuke this place like we did SR-388. Wait, we haven't nuked SR-388 yet. Okay, we'll nuke it like... we'd have to nuke it like Zebus. Anyway, now we can finally go back up. It only took half the game. By the way, we're about halfway done with this game. It's really short. Yeah, now there's a huge hole in the wall. This was not like this before. Actually, no, what am I talking about? That's where SAX first appeared. Never mind. Forget I said that. I think good. Oh well. My memory. Whatever. Anyway, so we gotta go back to the main sector to figure out what the heck's going on. It's been a while since we've been back here. I was kind of expecting there to be a bunch of space pirates, honestly. Still can't do anything about that, but now that we can open green doors, we can finally head up into this sector. Don't worry, we'll figure out what to do with those giant orbs eventually. So, you guys ready to see a massive throwback to Super Metroid? Once past me decides to finally go inside the frickin' habitat. Oh no, we can't actually go in that way yet. You can run to the left and enter the room from there, but there's gonna be a gate that's closed, so you have to climb up. So yeah, we got these Edacoons, I think are what they're called, from Super Metroid. And the you know, the weird bird thing and the monkeys that taught you how to use the Shine Spark and the wall jump in Super Metroid? Yeah, they're here now. And this little section here is kind of a maze. You need to use the speed booster to break through the wall, to break through the doors and the floors and stuff, so that you can get to the main section and shut off the power generator so that you can open the doors. Also, you get a missile expansion. That's always good. But even though it shows that the target is on the top floor there, you can't actually get up there from the top floor. You have to kind of MacGyver your way around using the Shine Spark, which isn't too hard. You just have to open the gates first so you can actually Shine Spark. And this is just me thinking through, like, okay, how do I figure out how do I do this again? Oh, right. And then I remembered. But then, unfortunately, once you leave and come back, the gates close again, so you gotta climb back up. That's the only downside to this, but it's really not. It looks more confusing than it actually is. You just have to make enough space to Shine Spark and you're good. There we go. Yeah, this is when I figured it out, because like you need to get to the top there, but you can't get up there. Oh, that's right, that's right. No, you have to actually, you'll see in a second. It's actually kind of a dick move, honestly. You'll see in a second, you can actually go into that wall. It's really hard to tell that you can actually jump through that wall there. But you do need to use the speed boost in order to break through the floor to get to that particular wall, and then you can jump through it. I don't know how you're supposed to see it. It's very vaguely visible, but jumping through that wall gets you to the to the lock, and it frees your animal buddies. Hooray! And then you can finally actually get out of here. Go, my children. Go. The planet's gonna explode. What are you doing? There we go. They suddenly remembered. Oh right, you're the one that saved us in Zebus. Didn't that planet explode? Oh right. So we saved the Edikins and the Doctrines. Sorry for not knowing the technical terms for the characters in Metroid. I don't know their names very well. Oh well. Time for some more inner monologuing. Edikins and Doctrines. I've met these intelligent beings before. They seem to recognize me as well. How unusual to meet again here. In the past, they helped me unleash abilities I didn't know I had. But where did they run to? I hope they're safe. Don't worry, they're fine. I gotta question how they got on this spaceship in the first place. Once again, we can't get into that room because you need power bombs to break through that wall. Now, this is going to seem like a really short part, but I cut like a good 5 minutes out of me trying to do that speed booster section to get that energy tank. We can now confirm the deaths of all the crew members. I imagine this was the case, but I had hoped it wasn't true. I believe the X can infect the humans, only infect the humans for knowledge. The form is too weak for battle, so they were merely food for the X. Ew. Samus, I think they're evolving, growing stronger. Some are now appearing to resist your current weapons. HQ anticipated this and sent power bomb data as soon as possible. As soon as the hardware team finished it. As soon as possible, whatever. Download it immediately. Our choice of data rooms is limited to this one in Sector 5. So now we gotta go all the way back to Sector 5 again to get the power bombs. But that'll be for the next part. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you in part